kind of messed up on this. I did the 2 cuts. I did this one and I did this one. This was supposed to be 2 and a quarter. I went and cut it 3 and a quarter, so it's an inch higher. So I had to come back, grind this down, bend it into shape, get it so it's flush to this. So, and it kind of worked. But there's still a little bit of, it's not fully flushed on there. So I'm gonna come back and grind out a little notch and then bend this so it's completely flush on here. Yeah, I don't know why I confused 2 and a quarter with 3 and a quarter, but I did. And then I grabbed this angle iron from my scrap, and since it's scrap metal, it's not the perfect length, so a lot of cutting and welding with it. Very ugly welds on this, so, but it fits in here. I still have to come in and notch this so it can seat in properly. It's going to rest on these stops, and I'm going to go and get some more angle iron and put them right here. And then when I bend this down a little bit so it's flush, I'm going to put some angle iron here and then weld it so it'll be all one piece. And then when I'm done with that, I'm probably going to try to make some sort of sissy bar. If I can get that pipe bender to work right, do its job, and get some decent bends. This is an okay bend. I'm gonna see about putting a bar on here. I'm gonna grind these welds down because these are ugly. These ones are okay. These came out fine. These are ugly. And then the seat should be done, and I'll be able to weld it to the bike. I screwed up and I cut this. I'll try that again. I screwed up when I made this piece. I cut it a little too short right here, so I just got some more scrap, put it back in, and I'm re-welding it, and I'll grind down the welds. I didn't have any more scrap to use for this piece, so I had to use, weld this in. So I got that done. I just need to get this welded onto the frame and I should have a seat. It's funny how this thing looks like a little go-kart itself. Everything's just tacked on right now. I'll go in and weld it. I'm just seeing how it looks. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna come in and clean up these welds, at least the ones that look ugly. I wish I could have just went up a little bit further on the sissy bar, but still looks cool. Still passable. So to get this freewheel off, since it was really frozen on there, I went to the bike shop and they couldn't really get it off. I got sick and tired of this damn freewheel. I couldn't hammer it off, so I ended up welding something to it, just some scrap metal to it, and then prying it off. Was not easy. It took a lot of force. This thing was rusted on there. It was practically welded on. Yeah, that was the only way to really get this thing off. I couldn't hammer it off. I was beating it and I was pretty much chewing up the metal on it. Anyways, I went in and I welded in the bottom here, and I'm going to flip this thing over so I can get this top piece in. But right now, this tube is welded in place. This area was horrible because of that large gap that was there. But anyways, I came in and I also welded a little bit of this up. I gotta still flip this thing over so I can weld the underside of this. But the next thing I gotta do is get on the gas tank. So right now I got the gas tank tabs tacked on there. I haven't fully welded it. These bolts are a little too long, so I don't know if they'll fit between the frame and where the tabs are at. Yeah, these bolts are a little too long, so I'm gonna have to go get smaller bolts so they can fit between the gas tank and the tabs. I don't know why, but they should have welded the nuts onto the flange on top of the gas tank. When I tacked it on, I had some of the bolts clamping it down, and I had to grind one of these back ones on because it was hitting the frame because they're so long. I think I'm gonna call it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to get the engine tacked on with the jack shaft too, and then figure out the foot pegs. And after that, this thing should the frame should be done by then.